Over the Line is back.
We're back.
We're back. And we have lots to talk about.
A lot.
And big game tonight. We'll talk about that. The Ragin'
Go Cajuns.
So we'll talk all about that. See what's going to happen in Mobile with the Lending Tree Bowl. So
yeah, it's so weird. It was the Lending Tree Bowl. Now it's the 68 Ventures. And I'm wondering, why wasn't it 69?
Oh, it's not even a Lending Tree? They put it on the internet as Lending Tree.
68 Ventures.
Oh, my.
Did you get my joke?
No, I got the joke, Hal.
Well, you just let it go? You're not going to acknowledge that?
I try to just go by that stuff.
I like your visor. Where'd you get that from? The Lanyap Day?
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. We are Over the Line. I'm Jeff. He's Tracy. He's my boss. And we are doing this on a Wednesday because Mr. Superstar had some rehearsal.
Hey, we had to rehearse, dude. So, it's we kind of got it. Our butts chewed, man.
The thing that I don't understand is I don't know when it was, about 4 weeks ago, 5 weeks ago, you promised us to talk about the award you got, and you never said anything.
Because it hasn't aired yet. It's going to air this weekend, Saturday night on CBS.
And we're going to hear about the award?
Yeah, next week. I'm not telling about it now. I can't spoil it.
You can't? They're not going to tell about it on TV?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. All right.
They're going to do it in the portion of the show, then say that these were awarded after. You know what I'm saying?
Gotcha.
A lot of times due to time constraints, they have to mention some of the earlier awards. So they'll say, and before the show started, we awarded this.
Right.
And
that's
when I can go public about it, because it's a big deal.
Yeah. All right. Well, we'll wait then this weekend, and we'll wait for next week. Next week, Christmas. When are you traveling?
I'm not traveling.
Oh, you're not going to Louisiana?
Nope, I'm here.
No Mosquito Bowl or anything like that?
No Mosquito Festival, no Boudin Festival.
All right. I thought maybe you were heading back to do something.
No Cajun Christmas.
Wow.
It's going to be a Christmas in Tennessee.
So you didn't, you're not going back because you went for Thanksgiving?
Yeah.
Even nicer hoodie. I know. Gary, I said the same thing right before we came on. I said, where's mine is what I said.
I sent it to you. You didn't get it? You can't trust the Postal Service. What up, Gary?
We have a lot of things going on with it was like injury-plagued weekend.
Oh, yeah. Not only were players hurt, but people's pride, like mine, hurt.
Cowboys down to about a 1%, but they still have a chance.
So you're saying there's a chance?
There's a chance. So we just got to hope. Who did they play in their last game?
They played Minnesota.
In the last game?
Yeah.
No, I mean last game of the year.
Oh, the last game of the year, the Commanders.
Okay, then who's right in between there?
And then Giants.
Okay. So you got a chance to win out.
And then we got the Chargers
this
Sunday.
Week. Yeah.
Go Chargers, go.
You got a chance to win out, and then you need Philadelphia to lose all games?
Something like that, dude. We do not, and this is another phrase that I do not like. Control your own destiny.
Yeah.
We don't have that at all.
No.
We got to spit and polish.
Yeah.
And
you get a lot of things of
things to happen. So I'm not really feeling great about it. But
so, all right.
I mean, I want to be an optimist, but
before we came on the air, Tua is going to be replaced down in Miami. That was one of my questions to you today. Do you think he was going to be replaced? And they did replace him. So
I think something's got to go. And I don't know if it's the coach or him.
I think it's both. And they're just going to start over. But where did they go? When you think about Miami Dolphins, they tried this, huge offensive guy. Now, where do they go to the next coach? Do they stick with somebody that's an NFL guy, or do you try to go after a guy in college? I don't know.
They have a lot of problems. And that's the thing. The Cowboys, yes, they have their problems, but they're still not the worst. And I think that's what Jerry wants.
Right.
Hey, as long as we're not the worst and we're somewhere in the middle.
Right. That's what he wants.
Yeah.
And he's got to be sitting there going, boy, we got number ones, from the Green Bay Packers. What a horrible thing to happen to Micah Parsons.
Oh, terrible.
That guy gets held. I said about 3 weeks ago, I said, with all the holding and him bending back because of the holding and that, his knees are going to go out. And that's exactly what happened. Exactly. McGinchey there, or whatever his name is, that went over to Denver from San Francisco. He grabbed his, although light, but he still grabbed his shoulder pad. And he made that turn, that little turn to him, and he hyperextended the knee, and that was it. And everybody goes, wow, it wasn't even that bad. Well, first of all, when they replay it, they slow it down. You don't know what the real live is going on. I mean, there's a lot of force coming out of those guys.
Yeah.
As they're pushing ahead and everything. So sad to see. Christian Watson for the Packers going down. Horrible. But it looks like he could come back. Josh Jacobs went down.
Yep.
Safety Williams went down. I mean, there was a lot of things going on in that Packer game. We'll talk more about that coming up. I got my friend Bogey's going to be coming on here in a little bit.
Good old Bogey.
And we're going to talk a little bit about Packers there. But and then we'll talk about Ragin Cajuns tonight. Tracy will give us the whole thing about that. And Lunchbox playing or not?
Oh, is he playing? He's going to have, hey, you know what he's going to feast on tonight? Hen. We're going to make a hen gumbo out of the Delaware Blue Hens.
The Delaware Blue Hens. Is that where Joe Biden went to school?
I don't know.
I think he might have.
Who was that coach for there was a coach from the Bears a couple coaches ago who was from Delaware, played there.
Matt Nagy?
Yep.
Yeah.
I met him one time in Reno. Nice guy. Yeah.
What was he visiting the ladies of the night there or what?
No. So every summer before training camp, there's this golf tournament in Reno.
Okay.
Or Lake Tahoe, I should say. And all the pro players and coaches are there and stuff. Yep. So that was back when Steve Keim was involved with the Cardinals.
Okay.
And so Steve had invited a bunch of his buddies up on the bus, not our bus, because we don't get cool stuff. It was Blake's bus. And I just happened to be there. Keim, he's like, Blake would never invite me there, even though he knows that I would enjoy it. But if Steve Keim said, come up, then I'm coming up. So I was up there. Mike Vrabel was up there. Nagy was there. And it was a good time. Then that night, me and Steve Keim, what's that?
Was Vrabel smoking on the bus?
No, he was not. You can't smoke on the bus.
Okay. All right.
But I had an early flight in the morning. So me and Steve Keim stayed up the whole night. I'm thinking,
that's a shocker.
How weird is this? You got a drummer and a GM in the NFL hanging out.
Thank God the drummer still has his job.
Oh, that is true.
Steve Keim. Where's he? I tried to get him on the show, and he just blew me off completely.
Man, Annie Agar's blowing us off, too.
Annie Agar. Let's talk a little bit about that before Bogey joins us. Annie Agar, I've been trying. And I guess I got to hashtag her again today after the show. And
something.
Because for some reason, our group of people that watch us, 200 views a couple of weeks ago, 300 views.
What? We had that many people?
Yeah, we need to get those people. We need to get those people contacting Annie and saying, hey, it's time for Jeff and Tracy to have you on the show. But she just doesn't want to, I don't know if she's afraid of my questioning, maybe with the bikini. Maybe.
I think that's how it all started.
But we don't know. But I'd like to talk to her. I mean, she's a huge Packer fan. So.
I know, but Jeff, this is something you've always had. You give off creeper vibes. No matter how hard you try, you just give it off.
Not true.
Yes, it is.
It isn't.
Yes, it is. As long as I've known you, you give off creeper vibes.
People only say that after you say it.
It's true.
I want to know more about the rehearsal, but I'm going to bring Bogey in because he is here, so we can talk about the Packers in a bit. But we're going to talk a little bit about Blake Shelton and what you were rehearsing for.
Yeah,
I didn't think like the big bands, the guys that are been with them for 20 years, really needed to rehearse. But we'll talk about that. Let's bring Bogey on. Bogey,
what's up, guys?
Well, look who it is.
How you doing?
I'm doing great. How about you?
Love that Bart Starr picture back there. What's the one right above your head?
Oh, you have never seen my Packer shrine, have you?
No.
Oh, wow.
Look at all of that. Look
Dude,
at
that guy's got what?
Oh.
It's like a museum in there.
Am I going too fast?
Dude, I thought the Packers Hall of Fame was nice, but look at this. You should charge admission for that.
Look at this.
Tracy, you know what that is?
Is that something that you wore?
No, that would be Brett Favre's grade school jersey.
Oh, wow.
How in the heck did you get that?
Oh, I have connections.
Wow,
Look at
dude.
that.
There's Southern Miss.
Look at that.
Oh, wow.
And then we stopped there because, after he left the Packers. But do you want to know what my prized possession is in my whole collection? Can you see those?
Aaron
Oh,
Rodgers.
wow. Oh, yeah, that's what I'm talking
that.
about. Uh-huh.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's
Right there.
Look at
more
that.
than all that stuff together.
It was actually on top of Reggie White because you're as close to Reggie White, but I couldn't get it out as easy over there.
Oh, man. Well, I appreciate that. Being close to Reggie White's pretty good company.
That is good company. Wow. That looks great, Bogey.
Holy
That's
moly.
my dedicated
Okay.
Packer shrine.
Wow. Look at that. All right, Tracy, Bogey's here. Let's talk about rehearsal. What was it for? Tell us what's going on.
Oh, man. It all came to a head, buddy.
Uh-oh.
All those years of just skating by, we had to pay the piper. 2 days of just ball busting.
Was Blake at the rehearsal?
Of course not.
Of course not. So what were you guys rehearsing?
Everything, man. Everything was nitpicked. Boy, I tell you. I had to relearn the songs.
So who ran the rehearsal?
Our band leader, man. He's the boss.
Oh, okay. All right.
No, it wasn't
Marvel
that
didn't
bad.
show up?
Oh, he don't show up either.
You don't show up either? Wow.
No.
So what are you rehearsing for? Tell everybody.
So we were wrapping up the year. We were going through some parts that needed to be worked out and kind of tweaked a little bit in preparation of us going to Vegas in January. Because we're doing that 3-week deal at Caesar's Palace.
Yeah.
So we did 2 days of rehearsal. It was great. I'm back on the blue drum set. I used the white drum set for the summer. I'm taking the blue out for the winter. And we're just going to roll with it. And I'm working on a new special exclusive drum head just for the Vegas residency.
Wow.
I got my boy Dominic at Woodshed. He's like a little Santa's elf. He's working right now, trying to get it done. So he's working real hard out there in Cleveland. So yeah, it was a good rehearsal.
Is that another sponsor that I don't know about?
Woodshed Stage Art, of course.
Okay.
Yeah.
Hey, I got a sponsor this week, the Log Den in beautiful Door County. They have breakfast with Santa this week from 9:30 till 1.
Are you going to be Santa? I think that'd be awesome.
No, but I'm going to go out there and ask Santa for some gifts.
Are you going to sit on his lap or not?
I might.
That's weird.
I might.
See, once again, that's the creeper vibes I'm talking about.
I'm not going to sit on. Okay, never mind.
There's kids there.
I know.
You're looking for Mrs. Claus.
I was going to say I'm not going to sit on Annie Agar's lap, but I probably will.
Hey, I just got a text from the logged in, and it said there's going to be a Mrs. Claus, and she lives right up the street from you.
Awesome. You are such an idiot.
Maybe you guys could ride together.
He is. Do you ever stop?
Because you got the rape fan ready to go. Y'all could ride together.
You can't say that. We're going to get. YouTube's going to take us right off.
What'd you call it? You can't say that, but what do you call it? The grape fan. Okay. All right.
So January 15th, it starts in Vegas. Bogey, been to Vegas, right?
Never.
You never been to Vegas?
No, all the trips all the boys took, I never went.
I'm thinking about going in May.
You should.
Bogey.
Uh-oh.
Going with you and meeting up with him for a first trip. Tempting, real tempting. After all the creeper vibes and all that Tracy's talking about, come on.
I'm inviting Annie Agar in May with us.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe that gives us enough time. That'd be around draft time. Maybe we could do a show in my hotel room with Annie.
Where's the draft this year or this coming year?
Pittsburgh.
Yeah, it's Pittsburgh.
So we could do a show in our room.
I like that.
Yeah, with Annie.
With Annie.
Yeah.
And Bogey.
Yeah. That sounds like a good time.
That'd
That's not creepy at all.
Real creeper vibes there.
Yeah, Annie Agar, we want you to come up to our room so we can do a show. Yeah.
Are we learning new songs?
Of course not.
Oh, okay.
So basically we went through
what's
the set.
the rehearsal if you're not learning new songs? You're not doing what are you guys going to start twirling or eating fire? What are you going to do?
Yeah, it's Vegas. We got to step up our game. We had choreography. We got some dance moves and stuff.
Beautiful.
I'm actually singing a song in the set.
Are you bringing back
Sexy? Yes.
No. The Carlton?
That's always, it's never going away, pal.
Okay, I just want to make sure.
I'm bringing back all that stuff.
How about if I come out, are you going to go do karaoke so I can hear She's Like the Wind?
Yeah, and I'm working on some new characters.
I think you should do a live one on the show.
Because
that'd be good.
She's Like the Wind, the Patrick Swayze song. The best part of the song is when the wind comes into the song. Like that.
Just like that.
All right, let's Bogey, did you know that Tracy got an award from somewhere?
I was just biding my time to see if he'd tell me what the award was. I know it's top secret, but come on, I just showed you my loyalty with the signed sticks. And speaking of the Carlton, you gave me those sticks tonight. Oh, way up here in Uperland at a casino after doing the Carlton, and I had to beg for years to get those, and I finally got them.
No, here's the deal. I gave them to you. I was going to give them to Jeff, and Jeff kept bogarting them. He wouldn't let you have them. So he's probably got 5 sets of sticks that he said he was going to give to you.
I don't.
I just give it direct to you. I had to deal with the man.
The only sticks I had was I had sticks from early on, and they got lost. They got lost in my family fight. Somebody wanted them.
That's rare.
And so they took a couple of things. I don't know if Tracy remembers this, but I was just thinking about this last night. When I went to Chicago, it was 2005, I believe. Maybe 4. But anyway, it was in Chicago, and Blake Shelton was ditching. Was it maybe later than that? Now that I think about it. He was ditching the cowboy hat.
Oh, yeah.
And I had said, I want to go down and get one of the hats off the merch table, right? And he said, what are you doing? I said, I'm going to go down and get one of the cowboy hats because you're ditching it, and I want to get one. And he goes, well, here, you can have this one. And he threw it to me. Do you know that went in the family fight too?
Can't trust family, pal.
I don't know why they wanted it, but I guess somebody's going to wear it.
I hope someone's going to wear it.
Sooner or later. But
yeah, maybe it'll end up later in, the estate sale.
So you're doing Vegas twice. You're doing it in January and then going back in May.
Yeah.
So what does the tour look like? Is there any tour in between, or is there any tour after May? What's happening?
None.
It's
all one-offs, just festival dates.
Wow.
Yeah, man. He's making the big money.
Jeff Bush said it's a party. He's going.
Yeah.
See,
I think he's been to more shows than you have.
Probably has.
And you've been to a lot.
Probably is hooked up too because of somebody.
Probably.
Yeah.
He's a better Jeff than you are. And it's not hard to be a better Jeff.
Wow.
I'm just like him. Honest.
You just like him because he's a karaoke guy.
I'm learning from the best.
I know.
He gives me opportunities that you don't.
So is there a tour?
No.
Nothing.
We got some dates coming in, but like I said, they're all one-offs. We're playing in Chicago for
I saw that.
Some kind of barbecue something or other.
Yeah.
Smoke fest.
They shut down a street or something like that for that.
Yeah.
And so
I'm sure you'll be coming to that.
Stage. Well, it all depends. I mean, Annie, I think, lives in Chicago, so I'm going to invite her to that one too.
Will you actually do a better job at inviting her? Because you say you will, but you kind of halfway do it.
No,
and you blow your chance.
No, I'm going to invite her. I am. Annie Agar, I know somebody will send this to you, like Jeff Bush. He might send it to her and say, hey, look at this, Annie. These guys want you to come to a Blake Shelton show in Chicago and Vegas.
Yes.
And she's gonna jump on that.
We'll give her all access. Like she thought, I mean, she's gone live from some of the concerts she's been to.
She has?
Yeah, but she's been in the crowd.
Oh,
Annie will be on the stage. She'll even play drums on a song.
Annie is not going to be in the crowd. I guarantee
she'll be right next to you, and you'll be creeping her out the whole time.
Maybe you could sweeten the deal with that sweet Ragin' Cajun shirt you're wearing there, buddy. She might show up.
I'll give her one. I'll give her all the Ragin' Cajun swag.
We should send her one.
I know.
All right.
That's all it needs is one of them fancy Ragin' Cajun sweatshirts.
We're going to talk about Annie, and we want Annie to come on the show. Anybody that has a link or somebody, a friend of Annie's, something, tell her we need her on the show. And
I'll probably gonna think I'm stalking her. I've been sending tweets out to her thing, whoever media is, but now I'm a stalker for you guys.
Whatever works.
If we get her on, it's going to be the happiest day of my life.
What?
So we just need to get her on the Over the Line show, and I think she'll come on. It's just that we haven't hit the right people yet. So
did you see that she was at the Army-Navy game?
No, I did not see that.
And she ran into Scooter Magruder. Have you guys watched Scooter Magruder?
No.
He always does like a video of him watching the Cowboys game. And it's funny. Okay. Mostly sad, but sometimes funny. And your friend Rick, that I hang out with at Buffalo Wild Wings, claims that
best friend
Annie is stealing the idea from Scooter Magruder, that he was the originator. And I beg to differ. Annie is completely different than what Scooter Magruder's doing.
Why is Rick such a hater with everybody?
Yeah, that's just how he is.
He is negative on everything.
But this is funny. So Annie, which is ironic and funny because Rick was just bagging on Annie, saying that she ripped off Scooter Magruder. Well, at the Army-Navy game, Annie's doing a video, and Scooter Magruder's in it. And she says something along the lines of, hey, look, that's a trophy. That's something that this guy's team will never get. And and she pans over to Scooter Magruder, who's a Cowboys fan. I'm like, wow, that's good.
Oh, she'll be great.
Scooter was laughing.
Then, huh? Bogey, she'll be great on this show if she can do that.
Right in.
Yeah, we got to get her for sure.
Yeah.
All right, let's talk about the Packers first, and then we'll go into the Cowboys, and then we got to talk about Ragin' Cajuns. Bogey, I'm anxious to hear where you think the Packers are, because I'll tell you there's two things, and I'm still not sold on Jordan Love. And the reason why I say that is he hangs the ball up way too much. Okay. Now, the other thing I understand the Micah Parsons thing. Somebody has to step up. Now, we've been hoping for Gary for 3 years, and it hasn't worked. Can Van Ness do it? Who knows? He's back. But what really, and everybody said, oh, they were doing so well early in the year. The defensive backfield is shit.
Whoa, watch your mouth.
Shit. And the only reason that they look good, halfway decent, is because of the rush of Micah. So where do you sit with this? Where do you sit coming into Saturday against the Bears?
I have a feeling you're extremely correct on that, because now you're not going to have the pressure coming on unless Gary steps up, Quay Walker, Van Ness, like you say, and can get pressure on him. Fields, look at what Fields did when he didn't have no pressure. He's going to pick that secondary apart, and there's really nothing there. And the way these guys are getting in, Keyshawn Nixon, how many penalties did he have? They can get into his head so easy. It's beyond. I mean, I don't understand how a professional lets the smack talk get to him like that. But on the other side of the ball, you got your running game is extremely hurt with Jacobs being down. They said Lloyd's not probably going to be back for the rest of the year. They finally said that. I heard that this morning.
Hamstring. Bad.
And I agree with you. Jordan's not a top tier. I mean, we've been spoiled. Think about it.
Right.
You got Brett Favre, you got Aaron Rodgers. I mean, and get a third one. It's unheard of back to back to back unless you're 49ers zero. But like you say, he hangs the ball up there. He doesn't scramble. I'm a bigger believer in Malik than I am in Jordan. I wish they'd play him. But the big contract, big money talks.
Right. And I just don't know why, if LaFleur is such a great quarterback coach, okay, why hasn't he picked up on this whole back foot thing? Now, he did throw one really good ball last week. And I mean, one, like, I really liked the zip on it. But he threw it when it was 6 yards away to the tight end. He was only 6 yards away, and he decided to throw a fastball. So it's like, I don't get him. I don't know what's going on. He's not Aaron Rodgers. And I watched Aaron Rodgers, Tracy, on Monday night, and he proved to me again that Jordan Love is not Aaron Rodgers.
Yeah.
Because at 42, Aaron Rodgers was incredible Monday night.
He keeps coming back, man. He's like that bad venereal disease that you can't quite get rid of. Just when you think you're clear and Aaron Rodgers is done, he shows some flash.
Shows it back.
And, I mean, he defies logic for me. I mean, you think – because, I don't know, maybe it's the media these days, but don't you find from week to week either a guy's done or he's great? I've never seen a flip like that. 2 weeks ago, Rodgers was done. Steelers were done.
Yep. Tomlin's
getting fired. Now all of a sudden, they're on top of the North. And I'm like, okay, so week to week, it's different. That's why I don't really believe any hype about anybody anymore.
I saw the couple of throws that he made were like Green Bay throws that he did. And he's 42 now.
Yeah.
He's still throwing the ball like that. I mean, It's just incredible to watch. But the Packers, I just think that they have problems on – the Micah is a big, big problem. But does Hafley, which he hasn't done much, if any, does he bring linebackers? Does he bring the safety? I don't know if you can do that with the defensive backfield that you have.
How are you guys feeling about, it's kind of what you were before Micah got there.
Right.
He came in great, and he can cover a lot of inefficiencies. I saw that with the Cowboys. Our defense was crap, but Micah was on the other side. And now Micah's gone. So there's going to be some scheme adjustment. Do you feel that the coaching staff and the players you have are capable of making up? You're not going to get another Micah. So schematically, What do you do to fix that?
You got to bring people, right? I mean, you got to get them, you got to get to the quarterback, and the only way you're going to get to the quarterback, because like I said, we've been waiting for Rashawn Gary to be a superstar, and even with Micah, he can't get a push. But then, you got LaFleur that says, oh, but he's got other responsibilities. Well, you better change the responsibility then this week, because his responsibility should be go get Caleb Williams and make sure that he doesn't go off on us.
Isn't that crazy that we're talking about Caleb Williams as a threat when last season they were a joke?
Yeah.
And I'm really starting to believe in Ben Johnson, man, because look what's happened with the Lions without Ben Johnson.
Right.
And it just blows to me, the Bears one of the more surprising teams this season. They were just like, oh, it's the Bears. You're never going to expect them to do anything, even though they have a new coach and they started out rough. But if you play the Cowboys, any quarterback can look like an MVP.
Right.
And that started it. When they played Dallas, I'm like, okay, is our defense that bad? It was. But is Caleb Williams that good? Are y'all thinking that Caleb Williams is actually what we thought he'd be? Or
right now he's playing above what I thought he was.
He's not a mediocre quarterback, and
he's got a great arm.
Against the defense like the Packers now, like you just said, Micah ate up two defenders, whether it was two linemen, a lineman, a tight end, a back blocking him. Now you got to have somebody spying Caleb because he's good on his feet. He's good with the arm. And that's going to tie up another guy. So I have a feeling the Bears are going to dink and donk and eat the Pack alive this week. Much of a Packer fan as I am, I'm sorry to say, Jeff, you're going to be eating some crow when it comes to your buddy, the Bears fan there.
Chris it's like he's at Thanksgiving dinner.
You know,
seeing all that food laid out.
Here's the other thing that I don't understand about LaFleur, and I'm so sick of that end around. You know, stop that. You're going to get your wide receiver killed. But the other thing I don't understand is if he comes from that West Coast thinking, why doesn't he do the 5-yard outs just like for a run? Now you have Josh Jacobs that's hurt. So why not get in there and do a 5-yard out, 5 yard to the tight end? But the other part of it is that why doesn't he put Golden on one side, Christian on the other side, and run down the field? Because Dobbs and the tight end, whoever that would be, early in the year, Tucker Kraft, but Musgrave, who can run with the best of them too, that a lot of people don't understand, why he doesn't just let Golden and Watson run down the field and have those guys picking up everything, because you're going to get both of them doubled. You're going to. And I just don't understand why it's like he outsmarts himself sometimes instead of just going back to the old West Coast thinking, I don't know.
That was my question was going to be is why don't they use Golden more?
Right.
I mean, is he in the doghouse? Is he hurt? I don't understand it. This kid's supposed to be a speed demon. And before Watson got hurt, like you said, if you put one on one side, one on the other side, somebody's got to be open in the flats.
You would think. I mean, Golden, is it because he's not picking up the playbook? Because I think there was a couple of weeks ago, there was a couple of ball, and I think the one this last week too, where he stayed in a straight line. I think he was supposed to come back towards the middle, and so I think maybe he's having a rough time with the playbook. I don't know, but something's got to change. And if he is having trouble with the playbook, then put some easy plays in for him. Like run straight down the field. Very simple. Because, everybody said it was such a great defensive play by Surtain. First of all, Jordan Love, he to put that 3 yards out more, that was a touchdown. Watson catches that in stride. And here's the other thing. Jordan, why is he holding on to it? Why not just throw the ball up and let these guys with speed run under it? Why are you holding it so long? Because then you got to make that play, and then there's usually somebody right in your grill when you're trying to step forward. And everybody said, well, he couldn't step forward. He never steps forward. I mean, come on, So I don't know. I hate to say it that I think I'm going to be eating crow too this week. I hope the Packers can do it. I hope, it would be nice to see if Josh Jacobs doesn't go, that they put a couple of plays in for Malik to come in, whatever that might be, some run plays, and change it up like that. And Tracy brought up a good thing about Ben Johnson. Great offensive mind, no doubt. But if anybody thinks that coaching doesn't matter, look at that Denver Bronco team.
Yep.
Coaching matters.
It does.
And it's incredible when people sit there and they go, come on, they got to play up to their, well, if you can't, LaFleur can't get these guys to be disciplined. Like Bogey said before, you're getting penalties, and these unsportsmanlike penalties drive me nuts. Because like you said, they are professionals, and what are they doing?
He's trying to be a friend and a coach. My aspect, I've always been bitching about him, is he's a great coach, but he's not a great coach. It almost seems like he wants to be their buddy and not their coach. I mean, I showed you the picture on the wall behind you. There hasn't been disciplinary coaches. All the coaches nowadays are trying to be friendly, but when you get to the ones that still say, hey, I'm not afraid to put you on the bench. I'm not afraid to fine you. You know, these guys are making zillions of dollars to play the game most of us would play for $5. You know, to be a pro athlete, our dreams, and they're just prima donnas, and they have to be handled with kid gloves. Some of them need to be set down, I guess.
It's so sad that that's kind of what's happened. The athlete, and it's all started years ago. You kind of see it trending that way. You know, you have the helicopter parents, the sport helicopter parents, and all the enabling that happens. Then they go to college. Now the NIL, that's not helping. So when they get to the pros, you can't have at this point one of those hard ass coaches anymore. One of the few that's left, Sean Payton's one, and Vrabel. Vrabel to me has found a way to be that hard ass, but also a player's coach. But then you look the extreme Mike McDaniel in Miami. Oh, I mean, that ship is, I don't know, that thing's going down faster than the Titanic. And you have all these other coaches that are stuck somewhere in the middle. I think a prime example was last season when Dallas had Mike Zimmer as the defensive coordinator. That didn't work. He's a hard ass. All these players want to be pampered. Right, wrong, or indifferent, those coaches are going to be the ones. Andy Reid, now, we'll see if the dynasty's over. Is this the beginning of the end? But I always respected Andy Reid for what he did at Philly, got fired, and then reinvented himself with Kansas City. That's what I was hoping would happen with fat-ass Mike McCarthy and didn't. So I agree with you, Bogey, man. These coaches, man, they want to be friends, and you want to stroke the players' egos, you know, and those players, I guess, need that because guess what? They've had it since middle school. Their egos have been stroked every level. So
you speak of middle school. I've been following a lot of high school. I've got grandsons that are playing high school ball, and one of them is going to our buddy's college. Jeff, he's going to sign a letter of intent.
St. Norbert's. Tracy's got a T-shirt.
I do.
He's going to go play for Danny Boy over there, and I agree with you fully, exactly with parents and coddling. And I saw a coach this last year went out on the field and just started barking at a referee. Now, this is a coach, a high school coach, belittling a referee in front of him. And a parent came off the field, came off out of the stands onto the field and agreed with the coach. Now, first of all, the coach ain't allowed out on the field. He should have been kicked off the field. Right. Second of all, a parent to coddle it. The next play, the kid got called for holding. What does he do? He rips his helmet off, throws it on the ground, kicks it across the field, and the coach never removed him from the team. And the ref was so belittled, he didn't throw a flag. Talk about coddling, you know, that back in our day playing ball like that, our coach would have dragged us off the field, set us on the bench, never to see it again until you made amends for that. But I mean, it's in any sport nowadays, basketball, football, hockey. I mean, from middle, you're right, Tracy, from middle school on up. I mean, I went to a swim meet last night. You know, the diversity in the things you do, but just to sit back and watch parents, how crazy they are coddling, you know. I'm that grandparent who wants to stand up and yell, but I kind of keep it in check, you know what I mean? But there's sometimes, you know, my grandson, I have two that are cousins playing senior year playing ball. Second game, first play of the year, the one that's going to St. Norbert broke his leg. His senior year is done, you know, and now he's finally went back. That's hence the hockey shirt. He's a goalie on the high school hockey team. He went back to his first game the other day, which mentally, you know, you broke your leg, and a hockey goalie is one who's going to take a lot of shots. I give some of these kids credit. I mean, they're not just because it's my grandson, his teammates, other kids. I mean, I watch kids from all over. You know, obviously, St. Norbert's is a D3 school. Dan's a good family friend, and I watch kids and say, hey, you might want to take a look at this kid for your program up here, because being up in the UP, we have to travel hours to go to a home game or a away game. And a lot of times scouts, coaches don't get to look at them, but there's a lot of good athletes up here, but I agree with you, Tracy. I'm getting off on a tangent about parents and everything, but this day and age, baseball, football, soccer, whatever. Tell me a man is worth $200 million to play a game when a person who runs the country or stands behind a gun and fights for our country in foreign lands makes peanuts.
Oh, yeah.
That's where I get off on my soapbox, I guess.
Do you know that I can almost pinpoint when parents started to get really crazy? And it was, I took over, Bogey probably remembers this. I took over the Little League here in my hometown and was talked into it by a good friend of Bogey's, Andy Fishman. And I got in there first year, last year. Went in there and did a lot of good things in the first year. They needed an addition onto the building there. So I got a bunch of kids that I coached years before that were working in building houses and that. And I talked those guys into coming in doing the labor for nothing to build on to this nice building by the Little League Park. And all of a sudden I decided I had something going on one night and I didn't go down to the field. And all of a sudden I get a phone call saying, you better get down to the field. This is late 90s. I think it was about 97, 98. So I said, what's going on? Well, umpire got hit. Umpire got smacked in the head and he's out. And I said, what? And they said, yeah, this guy punched him. And it was a parent, went on the field and punched him and knocked him out, and it was that time, but a little bit before that, even with my nephews playing, my one nephew had did something, was riding a three-wheeler or something, and a branch came and got his eye, and he was in the hospital for a little bit, and everything. But when he went back to playing baseball that summer, he was having a little bit of problem with his depth perception. And so in Babe Ruth baseball, I tried to hide him in the outfield, and we did a really good job with it. Well, he missed a couple of balls out in right field because of that. And this parent got on me, said, what are you doing, blah, blah, blah. And I said, well, we're up 7-1. And yeah, he messed up 2 times. I said, but would you go back to your seat and when you're ready to tell me, how many RBIs does he have in this game? Because with his depth perception, it was when he looked up, but his dominant eye was not hurt when he hit. So he could still pick the ball up when he was hitting. And this guy he didn't talk to me after that. But it was like, I feel like these parents, and the sad thing about it, you can see it on Twitter, Tracy. I don't know if you follow him, but Christian Watson's dad on Twitter, on X, it's like, and he was an NFL football player. He was actually played was drafted by the Packers in the 90s. It's like they lived through their kid all of a sudden.
Oh, exactly.
And it's like, they get into fights on X for no reason, none, where they should just shut up because they got, when they say, well, we don't have a dog in the fight. Yeah, you do. It's your son out there playing. You do have a dog in the fight. So it's amazing that these parents, the way they go off when they don't need to be going off. And like I said, on X, I mean, that's gotta do something to the guy playing too. It has to. Because Micah Parsons' brother does that on X. He'll start, whatever. I just don't know if that's good for the game at that point, having them do that.
Man, having parents involved, watching my kids play and coaching, it was crazy. And this is going back years. And the best thing that we ever did, Maria and I, because we were those parents after the game, and the ride home was, you did this wrong, you did this wrong. And we came across this website, and it was called I Love to Watch You Play. And it had different articles about stuff like that. And basically the whole idea is that's all you need to say when the game's over. You're in the car, hey, I love watching you play. And that's it. They know they missed free throws. They know they didn't hustle. And I've seen more parents do that to kids. They're just beaten down. So luckily early on, we realized, you know what? We're not going to talk. We're going to cheer for the team. We're not going to call out a coach, call out a ref, because my wife was very involved with not only youth baseball, but youth basketball.
Right.
So she would see that side of it too. And then me being a coach, you'd have the parents that were chirping and all this. And it's a huge deterrent to volunteer now. People that are qualified to do it have to deal with the parents, and their kid might not be getting the playing time and whatever. And as a coach, you evaluate a kid, and hopefully you have good eyes that you can see this kid is not very good. His parents think he is. They're living vicariously through him. Or you see a kid who's just raw and has great parents. Man, I'd play that kid over another kid any day.
Exactly.
So, and that's not going to change, man. It's like all the NIL stuff. Hey, did you guys hear Sumrall, who was at Tulane, who got hired at Florida? He donated $100,000 back to Tulane for their NIL program.
Wow.
And he also said the Florida media was asking him if he was going to didn't say poach, but take some players from Tulane. Sumrall said, absolutely not. If those kids from Tulane want to enter the portal and they're good enough to play in Florida, they'll play. But I will not be taking any players from there. Wow. That was awesome.
Yeah.
You don't see that nowadays.
No.
Not at all.
Not at all. So that was pretty cool.
So we went off on a tangent there with the parents in sports, but it needed to be said. I mean, there was things, you watch, like I said, on X and family members going after somebody, that said something about their child or a nephew or whatever. And it just don't need to be, I don't think. I mean, I don't think it's helping the player at all.
No.
When he has to go and talk about it or be asked about it or whatever that is. So, Tracy, the Cowboys, 1% chance. Do they do it?
They are going to. Oh, okay, I will say this. You want to be playing your best ball in December? They're not doing that. I'm concerned with the whole receiver thing. Like Pickens, looks like he was kind of shutting things down. Didn't give 100% in the game against the Lions.
Right.
He was saying he was doubled. I think it's bullcrap. And then you gave McCarthy 9 time. He's got this alter ego. Hey, if you want your quarterback to look like an all-pro, just play Dallas. And we proved that again. Yes, Dak is playing good football, but he doesn't have the supporting cast. And it's been like this for years. It's been like this with different coaches. It's like they're trying to stop the leaking in a submarine, and they cover one hole, and then another one pops up, and you cover that. It's always something. Like, I was encouraged. Oh, man, maybe our defense is clicking. Maybe the Micah Parsons trade actually worked out because now we can stop the run. Well, that hasn't happened in 2 games. But our offense is good. When you average over 30 points a game and your record is 6-7-1, something's wrong.
Yeah.
You can't. Dallas, the offense is great, but defensively, clearly they are not doing that, and they haven't adjusted. Is it okay? The knee-jerk reaction is fire Eberflus. But guess what? That would be our 3rd defensive coordinator in 3 seasons.
Yep.
Jerry already said he's made a mistake by not having continuity on defense. You know what that tells me? Eberflus isn't getting fired. Right. Jerry's going to give him another chance. And the gunslinger guy, the gambler that Jerry was, is not the guy now. how much rope did he give Jason Garrett, Captain 8-8? You know,
a lot.
So when you went in the beginning, and when he bought the Cowboys, him and Jimmy Johnson, dude, one mistake, you're out. Well, guess what? They won 3 Super Bowls with that mentality. They don't have that now. Now it's like, oh, let's keep going. And what defensive coordinator is available? You know, is it Eberflus? The thing about Eberflus, he never had a good defense. Maybe in Indianapolis. But other than that, if you look at his record, just against the NFC North alone, when he was at Chicago, he didn't have it. His record was terrible.
Right.
So is it, I don't know, that definitely something needs to happen there. I like Schottenheimer. I think he's a good guy for the team. There was a lot of things that happened as far as, man, losing Marshawn Nealon, that was terrible. And you remember John, who used to be he was with Neil McCoy?
Yes.
He passed away a couple days ago.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he did. He lost his battle with cancer, and he was working for the Cowboys too, so I'm not sure if they're going to do anything. But not that affected Eberflus and affected Schottenheimer. But just the drama behind that team. We tripped out of the gate in the first place. Micah doing what he did as far as not participating in practice, then ultimately getting traded. And then all of a sudden, Trayvon Diggs, he's healthy, plays like crap, and he hasn't played since. The mysterious falling in his house,
right?
He's gone. They're gonna get rid of him because we have all this cap space. And if we get rid of Trayvon, that's great. I thought, to me, one of the bright spots this season, and I'm talking like it's over because I'm not going to get excited about it. We could win out, but we do not control things. We have to have other things to happen. And that's the worst thing ever. That's the horrible way to live life. Man, I'm going to do this, but I hope some other thing work out. Well, we didn't take care of business. One of those games, previous to the 2-game slide we had against Detroit and Chicago, that Arizona game, that was telling. That was a game we could have won. The game against you guys, the Packers, could have won that. You think about that, that's 2 wins. So just that, even though we dropped these 2, we have a better record. So that's 8 wins. And you're a little bit closer, even though you dropped the 2 in a row this past week and the week before. Chargers, they're going to be tough. The only thing, I'm really interested to see how the Chargers are going to play. It's a noon game, and they're coming from the West Coast. If that's going to affect them or not. I'm not sold on Herbert. I think we can beat them. That was a winnable game, but so did I think the Lions and definitely the Vikings were. So here's what they're going to do, Jeff and Bogey. They're going to beat the Chargers. They're going to win out, and they're going to have to sit there and hope. And that freaking tie is going to screw them.
In the Packers,
there you have it.
In the Packers, when you think about it, losing to the Browns, losing to Philadelphia, and losing to Carolina, we'd all be crying about Micah Parsons going down. But if we won those games, we wouldn't be worried so much about Micah being gone because we have a pretty good hold of what's going on, for the playoffs. So, you look at, I believe that we could have beat the Cowboys. We should have beat the Cowboys. I feel at that time we were a better team than the Cowboys. But, the NFL stinks sometimes. It just does. So, Bogey, where do you put the Packers on Saturday night? Remember, the Packers play Saturday night this week against the Bears. Where are you putting them?
My heart says W, but my head says they're losing by at least a touchdown.
Oh, wow.
At least a touchdown.
It's supposed to be about 35 degrees in Chicago. So that it won't be as cold as what it was last week. So, but that cold sure didn't prevent the Bears from doing anything. So, I don't know. I'm saying the same thing. I just got a feeling that we're not going to do what needs to be done on offense. And I think what needs to be done on offense is no more field goals. And you got to score touchdowns. You have to against a team like that.
Dallas couldn't even kick field goals.
Yeah, he missed 2 of them. Your guy.
Bro, I'm like, oh, that's it. Give me another Bud Light and let me get some chicken wings to get out of here.
I mean, that's horrible when I saw
Oh, yeah.
that he missed 2 field goals.
That's 6 points on the table, man.
So I think if the Cowboys win this weekend and the Packers win this weekend, Monday will be a good. Are you rehearsing again on Monday, or are you back at it?
Hell no.
So we should be doing a show next Monday.
Yeah.
And it'd be a good Monday if that happens with both teams winning. It'd be a good Monday.
It would be a better Monday because, like I said, unless some things happen, and I hate
Philadelphia could go to, who are they playing this week? I got to look real quick.
So let's see.
Philadelphia's playing Washington. That's not great.
Yeah. I mean,
Doesn't Philly have to lose all 3 for the Cowboys to get in?
to possibly get in, yes.
Yeah.
Where are we at? Do we have to rely on? Well, Lions got to lose at least once, don't they? And we have.
I mean, you guys, and I hate to say this, but if you win out, you're good. You got to win out.
The good thing about the Lions is that they play at home against Mr. Rogers. So if they can get any kind of game like they had Monday night in the Dome, I think we'll be not worrying about the Lions after this weekend. So that'll be good there. You know, Bogey, it comes down to this game Saturday night. You beat the Bears, you control the division. And that's what has to be done. Can they do it? I guess, you know, when you think about it, yeah, they can. But, you know, somebody's got to get pressure up front. Somebody. You know, I don't know how they're going to do it. They got to bring a linebacker. They got to bring a safety. I don't know. You bring a safety, then you're putting everybody in the backfield on the defensive side in danger. So,
they have to go with the all-out blitz and get home and hope to God that he can't get it off.
Hey, that's what the Dallas defense had to do the last 3 seasons. You get pressure, but our secondary was crap. And you just hope you get to them before they can throw it because we're going to get smoked in the secondary. So I've been there, seen that.
I got a question for you 2 guys. I don't usually watch Cleveland, but I got intrigued with Shedeur. Yeah. Do you think he is getting a shaft there?
He's been getting a shaft from the start.
Does the coach hate him that much that he won't even acknowledge him? I mean, is that the possibility there? Is that really happening? Or is it just media talking about it?
I think it's daddy ball. You know, we talked about parents that are too involved.
I think
no one wanted to touch Shedeur and Deion because Deion was chirping. So it could be a beautiful story. Shedeur has the chance to become the guy. And he's been given the shaft all season. But once again, we talk about franchises. The Browns, oh my goodness.
Yeah.
They've had more quarterbacks than Jeff's had girlfriends in this last year. And they can't do it.
Is that an ownership thing that they won't step in? And
well, here it is. I'll tell you this. And Bogey, you'll be able to understand this. Jimmy Haslett owns the Cleveland Browns. Jimmy Haslett now owns, after the last year, part of the Milwaukee Bucks, a good part. Since he's come on board with the Milwaukee Bucks, what has happened to the Bucks? It tells you that this guy is, I don't know what I guess it's about the money, I guess. I don't know. But didn't he get in some kind of, don't they own like the Flying J's or something?
I think it's Pilot.
Or Pilot?
Yeah.
Okay. So didn't he get in some kind of trouble though with that? Like he was selling gas for, I don't know. I thought,
man, you can't trust people from Tennessee.
No.
Bucky's Quick Trip is putting him under.
Heck yeah.
But you know, that's the thing. When I look at it, I go, I hated the fact that Haslett was coming to the Bucks, and then now the Bucks have completely, they're shitting the bed. Giannis, we don't know if he really wants out. Shams thinks that he wants out and has been wanting out for a year. So, you know, and then talk about the NBA, the Knicks won their mid-season
whatever that is
championship thing. And you know, it's like, You want everybody to watch the NBA, so you're coming up with these little tournaments. I mean, come on, what are we in? High school? Stop it.
It reminds me of like I don't follow soccer much, but it's
Yes.
like, wait, what's this, and how does this affect the schedule, and what does this for?
Right.
So I don't understand it. And those damn courts, those are the ugliest freaking courts I've ever seen.
They're too busy, is what it is. When you watch it, wait.
Speaking of that, I want to see the Pro Pickleball League, and I want a front row seat when you're in the championship.
Yeah,
I'll keep you posted.
I want to know. So, do we got to talk about because I got a sponsor? So go ahead with your sponsors real quick.
Man, I tell you, my boy Brian Lally, Smoke 207. He's pumped. He's been killing it. I was visiting with him a couple weeks ago, so he's going to be doing a show. So it's on Whatnot. The app is Whatnot. And if you want some shoes, last minute Christmas gifts, cheap, you bid on them, everybody's going to be happy. So I'll check. I don't know. I know he's got some shows coming up. I'll have to check and see. But yeah, he's keeping busy, man. It's that time of the year. And him and his dad, they run a Christmas tree farm. And they did something really, really cool. They were doing a show. And I was trying to join the show over Thanksgiving from the pickleball courts in Cankton. And I don't think the Wi-Fi was so great out there because we didn't have a good connection. But what he was doing was he'd have these trees and be like, all right, who's going to buy this tree? And we'll give it to the next person that shows up. So he's doing his show on Whatnot, and the bidding is going up $25 or whatever. So the tree might go for 25, let's say. So the next person that came up, Brian was like, hey, someone sponsored this tree. It's yours. So it was the coolest thing I've ever seen. So Smoke 207, he's not just doing the shoes, he's doing the Christmas trees.
Do the pickleball thing because I got a question then after that.
And then Ace Pickleball. I've been on it, and I haven't had a chance to play. I mean, I've had rehearsals. I've been on the road. I've been doing stuff. So I need to get some time in, hopefully over the holidays. But I'm looking to, when I'm in Vegas, I'm going to hit up Andre Agassi and Steffi Graf, and I'm going to get some pickleball lessons.
There you go.
So I'm going to bring my Ace pickleball paddle with me. I'm going to bring the full arsenal. My wife's going to be jealous because she loves Andre Agassi. If I could trade a Blake Shelton concert for some pickleball lessons,
there you go. That
would work out. And then hopefully that could happen. I'm not sure, but I'll work on it. I think I may have some connections. And Eric with Get a Grip, I re-gripped all of my pickleball paddles over the Thanksgiving holiday. I will say this, it did make me play better, but at least I didn't drop my paddle. Because it's like dropping a drumstick. If you drop the drumstick, you can't play.
Well, you can't.
You got to one-hand it.
Right.
Nobody wants that.
So, real quick about pickleball, and then I get to my sponsor. How was the matchup between son-in-law and father-in-law?
So, I was able to play him because he's over-aggressive. So, balls that a seasoned pickleball professional would not hit, he was a sucker. So, I baited him into a bunch of bad hits. We ended up, Maria and myself, we played against Cameron and Jose. And we went to five games. We ended up losing. We lost, of course, 3-2, whatever. But it was a good match. Then we started switching up. The best was when Maria was playing against Jose, and Jose was arguing an in or out ball. My wife, my beautiful wife, was dropping F-bombs.
Oh, no.
Yes. Cops came. The one cop in Cankton had to show up because they were yelling. It was terrible.
I can't believe that.
Cameron was cursing. I'm like, wow.
So after the game, after the match, did he get down on one knee and?
What is wrong with you?
I'm just wondering. I'm asking a question because
he got on one knee to beg for forgiveness from Maria.
Maria wasn't swearing because I remember totally a few years back when a lady was sitting at our dinner table and using some foul language, and she said, "That better stop."
Well, there were kids present.
Oh,
yeah.
Well, Cam,
we're all adults.
Jose
now.
were there.
They're adults now. So
he didn't ask you then?
No.
All right, we're just checking.
And it was funny because then we played Jose and I against Maria and Cameron, and the beratings continued, but it was Cameron and Maria yelling at Jose. It was pretty awesome. And Jose was like, there's some strategy in pickleball. Like, once you get the volley across, then you got to go to the kitchen. But he wanted to stay back and I stay up front. I'm like, well, that's not really how you play, but whatever. So at that point, I didn't care if we lost. I kind of would rather losing so that he could be upset. So I kind of tanked. So
recap the show. Annie Agar, anybody that knows Annie Agar, whoever watches this later, make sure you go to YouTube and you got to like. You got to like the YouTube. You gotta also subscribe
and tag Annie.
You gotta also go to Facebook and like and share. That would be really good if you shared the YouTube and Facebook.
Sharing is caring.
Share it to Annie. And I want to make sure everybody that will help us try to get Annie on the show to tell her that I will take her to a Blake Shelton concert. Okay. I will trade a Blake Shelton concert if she comes on the show and gives me a hug.
Oh, no. And you can't say the hug.
And then
you always do that.
And then if she wants to come to Door County, I will take her to a free meal at the Log Den, my sponsor.
Boy, that sounds like fun. And then maybe I could drive by Egg Harbor.
No, it's before Egg Harbor. The Log Den having breakfast with Santa this Sunday.
And Jeff will be there.
And make sure you all come on out to the Log Den Sunday from 9:30 till 1 and have breakfast with Santa. Sit on Santa's lap. I'm going to wish for some great gifts this year at Christmas time. So come on out to the Log Den, Egg Harbor, Highway 42, south of Sturgeon Bay. And I think that's all I needed to say with that. They also have brunch every Sunday, and they also have a big New Year's Eve party where they're going to have a bunch of food.
Are you going?
They got the Modern Day Drifters, the local sound of the Modern Day Drifters, who play zero Blake Shelton.
Nothing. Good for them.
Nothing. Don't even know him.
Hey, Jeff.
Don't even know who he is.
Hey, Jeff.
Yeah.
Do you have any potentials that you're going to kiss for New Year's Eve at midnight?
Nope.
We can work on it.
If she wants to go,
She's got bigger plans.
What's bigger plans than coming into Door County and hanging out with me?
I think anything.
I mean, I'll probably parade her around town.
Yeah, that's true. But I think she'll have
like I've never done that before.
Oh, I know you've done that with me. God.
So, all right, Cowboys going to beat the Chargers this week, and Bogey and I are hoping, we're praying that the Packers are going to beat the Bears, because I don't want to see Chris Neuville.
Oh,
the Bears win.
And the Ragin' Cajuns are going to eat some hen gumbo tonight.
And just
ESPN, 7 o'clock, the 68 Ventures Bowl. Let's go.
That's what I wanted to go about that real quick. So the Ragin' Cajuns tonight against Delaware. Joe Biden will be there. I've just found out.
No, he won't.
He's going to be there, he said.
If he is, he won't know that he's there.
So he's going to be there. Ragin' Cajuns tonight. What time is it?
7
o'clock. And it's the 69 Bowl, you said?
It's the 68. We owe you one. Ventures 68. Bowl.
Okay. Yeah. So that it used to be the Lending Tree in Mobile, Alabama.
Yes. I've been following the activities. It looked like the teams are having a great time out there, man.
Is Delaware a good team?
Man. 6-7. I'm sorry. I had to do it. That was terrible. Oh, that's so bad. I think they're probably like 6-6, just like us.
Okay.
Because, you get to those solid bowl games when you have a 6-win season.
We hope that the Ragin' Cajuns right there, baby.
Yeah.
We want
Oh,
them
yeah.
to win tonight. So that's really a nice hoodie, by the way.
If I could find an extra one, I'll hook you up.
And Annie Agar, if you want a hoodie, a Ragin' Cajun hoodie, say you want to go to. Say you went to the Navy Army game, or is that what it was?
Yep.
So how would you like to go to an Air Force game? See, you're doing the armed forces. I can get you, Annie, into an Air Force game on the sidelines, and I can get you a bunch of swag, bunch of it.
Or even better, she could come to Louisiana and go to a Ragin' Cajuns game. That's excitement right there.
There you go. Yeah.
Yeah.
You could get her on the sideline.
Could I get her on the sideline? Yeah.
Annie, we'll take you to Louisiana for a Ragin' Cajun, and we'll go to Yum Up Days.
Oh boy.
And we'll have some crawdaddies.
No.
Now that would be fun. That'd be
That's
fun.
not it.
You bring him to Louisiana, he's going to be gator bait talking like that.
Dude, they'll spit him out.
Did you hear, Bogey, that we're going to be the grand poopas for
the Mosquito Festival.
I heard.
Yeah. It's going to be a lot of fun. Going to be down there. So it's going to be, I mean, I'm hoping to get some crawdaddies.
Okay, so if we go in the fall, there won't be any crawfish. That's not crawfish season.
When is it?
It's probably going to be in September.
No, when's the
crawfish season?
Yeah,
it starts around now and goes until probably May.
So can we go? Can we go there just for the heck of it, like right after Vegas?
Yeah, and maybe Annie would just ride with us in the van, in the great van.
Perfect.
I'm sure she would love that.
Probably not if you put it like that.
I said great van, like you told me. I didn't say rape van. I said great van.
And I'm the one that gives off the creepy stuff.
Yeah, because compared to you, I'm like an angel.
All right. I'm going to go find out who I'm going to kiss at midnight on New Year's Eve.
Yeah. Oh, boy. I bet there's a list.
Bogey, thank you so much for joining us.
Yeah, Bogey.
Hey, thanks for having me. Merry Christmas to you guys and to the families. Hope all is good in 26.
Same to you guys, for sure.
Same to you. And everybody, please hit the like, hit the share, subscribe on YouTube, share it on Facebook. We're also going to be on X. So if anybody's on X, go over there and like it too. Give the little heart. And we'll be back next Monday, hopefully.
Yeah.
And talking about a Packer win and a Cowboy win and a Ragin' Cajun win. It's all coming up.
Go Cajuns. Let's go.
Thanks for joining us. Everybody that watches this later, thanks a lot. We appreciate you and Merry Christmas. But we'll talk to you next Monday all about that.